Cool. Right, Shalom. This is Officer Karafa from the I.S.U.P.K. Started at 1 West 125th Street under Commanding General Yohanna. You know what I mean? But classes at 394 Lodge Road, B18 5PW. 394 Lodge Road, B18 5PW. It's every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 7 to 9. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 7 to 9. Monday class being the history class. Wednesday class being the law class. Thursday class being the scripture breakdown class. So make sure you log into those classes. You know what I mean? Learn who you are, learn the history, ask questions, join, pay your tithes, man. 10% of anything you earn goes to the priest and prophet of the Most High. With that, make sure you also log into Black Watch on Monday, 2 a.m. UK time. All you gotta do is go on YouTube and type in Black Watch. Make sure you watch the asking questions. Also, watch out for Commanding General Yohanna's daily updates on coronavirus, man. So like, make sure you watch that also. Also, make sure you log into our On the Ends, man, every Friday, 9 p.m. 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. On the Ends. Make sure you log in, man. In fact, make sure you log in and call in, man.
That's right.
Log in, call in, texting. You know what I mean? We've got On the Ends with Captain Mashak, man. And make sure you log in. You know, we have a ball of a time on that show, man. You know, I mean, we have righteous fun on that show. We have fun too, but yo, you have a wonderful time on that show. Make sure you log in, man. Make sure you log in. Get On the Ends, man. With Captain Mashak. So again, any questions online real quick?
Not yet.
Is online? Shalom to Sanja. Who else?
That's it.
Oh, okay. Shalom to Sanja. So let's get into it then. Get me the Great Plague of London. So as you can see now, the plague going on in the UK. In fact, first, get me the definition of the plague. Get your phone if you want. The plague going on in the UK, and this plague ain't no different from what's happened before. It's happened before in times past, man. That's why we have the history class. There was a time when there was a pandemic before in all of Europe, man. It was called the bubonic plague. It was called the Black Death. When you have nursery rhymes like Ring a Ring of Roses, a pocket full of posies, man, that's what it's talking about, man. People back then had a rash around their face, man. That's what it means by Ring a Ring of Roses. That was a plague. That was a disease that was spread like wildfire, man. And just like today, no one didn't know what to do with it. The Prime Minister didn't know how to heal it. The Prime Minister didn't know how to cure it. No one had no ideas. No one was sure. The same way you saw Boris Johnson saying, go out, but don't go out. Stay in the house, but don't stay in the house. Go to work, but don't go to work. That was the same like old time, man. Same like in the 1600s. There's a plague going on, and nobody knew how to cure it. Nobody knew what to do. Didn't know if you clean yourself or don't clean yourself. If you stay at home or don't stay at home. No one had a clue, man. And that happened in history. And what you're seeing today happened ages ago, man. Man think what the oppressor thinks is so smart, man. Thinks he's so clever. Thinks that what happened in the past is too advanced for that. And he's going for the same thing what happened in the past. He's not too advanced for that, man. Read that for me.
Plague, a contagious bacteria.
And the definition says plague is a contagious bacteria, man. What do you think coronavirus is? Contagious is something that you can catch from somebody else, man. When a sickness is contagious, that means someone else can catch it, man. Just by breathing on you, just by coughing on you, just by sneezing on you, man. You got diseases like what? Like brain tumors, man. HIV. Well, give some more. Asthma. These are the diabetes. These are diseases. They're plagues too. But guess what? They're not contagious. You can't catch them. A man with diabetes can't cough on you and you get diabetes, man. A man with asthma can't cough on you and you get asthma, man. But then there's contagious ones, man. Contagious diseases, and they're called plagues. The contagious ones are called plagues. And what's the contagious ones? The Black Death, man. The bubonic plague, man. The Great Plague of London, man. Coronavirus, man. Ebola, man. Those are the ones that are contagious. And we're going to read that. Guess what? These same plagues happened in the past. These same plagues are in the Bible, man. Ain't nothing new. Slack, yeah. Keep reading, please.
A contagious bacterial disease.
And that's what it is. It's a bacterial disease, man. A disease that spreads. It's bacteria that spreads and spreads and spreads, man. Goes into your lungs. So make sure you can't breathe. Everyone says coronavirus feels like you can't breathe. Because that's the bacteria spreading, man. It's a bacteria spreading in your lungs. That's what a bacteria job is to do. A bacteria has one job, man, and that job is to spread. That's why they say to wash your hands so you kill it from spreading, man. You stop it from spreading. That's all it does, man. Remember in school when you look at bacteria under the microscope, and all you see is it spreading. You see one bacterium split in half, 10 to 2. Then those 2 will split in 10 to 4, and those 4 split to 8. That's all it does. It spreads, man. That's all it does. Who's ever seen mold on the wall, man? One day it's one blubber mold, next day what? It's the whole world's full with mold, man. Bacteria job is to spread. That's what plague is, man. Hence why coronavirus is what? Spreading, man. That's why it started in China, started in Wuhan. Then went to mainland China. They made its way through all the Asian countries like Taiwan, and now it's in your city, man. And now it's the city near you, man.
That's right.
Now it's the city near you. Now your grandparents got coronavirus, man. Now you're in the house trying to isolate, trying to stay safe with a mask on and hand sanitizer, and staying home, working from home on a furlough. Why? Because it spread from what? From where? China to your town, man. To your city. You know what I mean? Right next door to you, man. That's why people have had coronavirus, even though it comes from China. How did it get from China to England? How did it get from China to your neighborhood? It spread, man. Right. It's a bacterial disease that spread, man. Keep it in.
Characterized by the fever and delirium.
You got fever, man. What's one of the symptoms of coronavirus? Fever. There's loads of symptoms. What's one of the symptoms? One of the other symptoms is what? You lose sense of taste and smell. That's one of them, man. What's the next one? You can't breathe. But one of them is fever, man. One of them is fever. Fever is when you're burning up, you feel hot. You know what I mean? We touch your forehead, or so like your forehead. You know what I mean? Jamaican terms is forehead. You know what I mean? We touch your forehead, and your forehead's hot, man. Your temperature's high above 30, man. That's what fever is, man. That's one of the symptoms of coronaviruses. One of the symptoms of COVID-19. One of the symptoms of a plague, man. Keep it in.
And sometimes infection of the lungs.
Oh God, come on, man. What is coronavirus? Infection of the lungs, man. We also saw that video of that white woman that couldn't breathe. She was coughing. She had a cough that came straight from Satan, man. That cough was given to her from Satan. Satan himself gave her that cough, man. She was coughing her lungs out, man. They say that coronavirus is so bad that even if you get better from coronavirus, your lungs are still damaged, man. Just like in slavery, when they used to whip our back, even though our back healed, our back still has scars in it, man. That's your lungs after COVID-19, man. Damage, man. Damage from coughing and, gasping for air, man. A sister-in-law caught coronavirus, told me that she couldn't breathe and was scared to go to sleep, man. She thought that if she fell asleep, she would never wake up, man. Told me that she'll wake up at night time just gasping for air. I said, damn, the Lord ain't playing, man. The Lord said, the Lord ain't playing, man. I heard that and I'm saying, I'm staying in the I.S.U.P.K, man. She heard that and guess what she thought? We need more ventilators. I heard that and I thought, shit, yo, the Lord's nothing to be played with, man. Your pastor heard that and said, yo, we need more ventilators, man. Everybody else heard that and said, yo, we need more ventilators, man. We need more NHS staff, man. They're doing a good job. Let's support them more, man. Let's clap for them to keep them motivated. I didn't hear that. I heard she couldn't breathe. I said, I'm trying to breathe, man. I must have the Lord. I'm not leaving this. I'm cleaving to the Lord, man. I'm not sitting, man. I'm gonna keep more righteousness, man. I'm gonna provoke the Lord to save me. What's that? We do classes 5 times a week. I'm gonna do 6, man. I said, I'm gonna do class 8 times a week. Parash, like, how's that possible? So I'm doing it twice a day. I'm doing 2 times a day, man. That's how I get the Lord on my side. You know what I mean? Ventilators didn't cross my mind. I say, oh yeah, ventilators, man. Doctors, man. Doctor can save me from the hand of the Lord, man. That's right. So like, give me the any more on that? Give me the Great Plague of London real quick. Nah, I think I put it in there. You can do it your phone. Any question? Make sure you type them in. All right. Let me read it with you. So everyone sees London now. London, the Vauxhall Bridge. Look at more bridges. The Vauxhall Bridge, the London Bridge, the River Thames. All these bridges are empty, man. Empty. You can damn near walk on them and see no traffic on them, man. You can go to a place like Central London. It's empty. Why? Because of the coronavirus, man. And guess what? This ain't the first time there was a plague in London. In fact, this was the first time there was a plague in Europe, man. There's something called the bubonic plague. Guess what? It terrorized Europe, Turkey, Italy, who else? France. All these countries that are suffering from coronavirus today, it did the same thing back then. This ain't nothing new, man. This ain't the first time that London has been empty because of some plague. This ain't the first time West End London, Central London has been empty because of some plague, man. Read that for me.
The Great Plague of London. The Great Plague lasting from 1665 to 1666.
So this is the 1600s, man. A plague that lasted a year, man. That is dreadful. I know what you're thinking. Only 1 year. Listen, there's 12 months in a year, man. England's only what? been affected with coronavirus for what, 8 weeks? About 8 weeks, a bit more. I know already, man. We're at 33,000, man. Imagine what will happen in a year, man. So don't think to yourself, oh, it's only 1 year. That's fine. Nah, man. A lot can happen in a year. Listen, look how much people died in these 8 weeks. How many people died in these 8 weeks, man? I remember like yesterday, England had what, 10 deaths. And I was like, oh, and I was like, yo, not too bad, man. Give it 8 weeks. England was at 33,000, man. Listen, I got a don't laugh at me. I got a Android. Don't laugh, man. All your iPhone users, don't laugh at me, man. And every day we get the update of the news, man. And every day it went from 10 dead in England. Next day 20 dead, 100, 600, 700, 800. Listen, so much people started dying every day. I got bored, man. I got bored looking at it. It came to a point like, oh, okay. Like at first, like, oh my gosh, ooh. It came to a point like, okay. It was like seeing a black man dead by the police again. I was like, oh, okay, another one. You know the ones there. You know, every day you hear about, you go on the social media, you see a black man dead by the police. First, like, ooh, another one dies, another one dies, another one dies. You see all these crooked cops that kill black people to the point that you become numb to it, man. That's what I saw, man. I saw 800 deaths, 700 deaths, 800 deaths, 700 deaths. I thought, oh, God, come on, man. And now we're at 33,000. It's like the other one. You see something?
Yeah, I'm saying, what's funny is, although they say it's 600 a day, 800 a day, it's not even calculated right. Some people that were like old homes, they died of 2 in that same day. But so the figures are actually high.
Yeah, no, don't tell you. Don't like to say, because that's excluding the people that died in care homes. They'll tell you. So God knows how. And that's care homes, not just in your city, in the whole country, man. Because you can imagine how great them numbers are, man. It's like a feeling.
Lasting from 1665 to 1666 was the last major epidemic of the bubonic plague to occur in England.
There you go. So back in the day, there was something called the bubonic plague, man. Today it's the coronavirus, COVID-19. Back in the day, it was called the bubonic plague, man. And when it reached London, they called it the Great Plague of London. But as a whole, it was called the bubonic plague, man. And guess what? The bubonic plague was in Italy too, man. Just like COVID-19. The bubonic plague was a pandemic, just like COVID-19. The bubonic plague was in Asia Minor, which is Turkey. Where else? France. Just like COVID-19, man. This ain't nothing new. This ain't nothing new, man. The Lord brings plagues to kill people, man. And the Lord did this too, man. Nothing gets past the hand of the Lord. Listen, the Bible says a bird don't fall out the sky, man, unless the Lord sanctions it, man. So how is 33,000 people going to die in England and the Lord didn't know it was going to happen? The Lord didn't sanction it, man. The Lord wanted it to happen, man. Keep reading.
In England, it happened within the century-long second pandemic, a period of intermittent bubonic plague epidemics.
There you go. The bubonic plague epidemic, man. A pandemic. Keep reading.
Which originated in Central Asia in 1331.
You hear that? And where did this plague come from? Came from Asia, man. Where does COVID-19 come from? Comes from Asia, man. Don't it sound familiar? The difference is COVID-19 came from East Asia. Far East Asia, man. This one came from Central Asia. So this one came from like Kazakhstan and Afghanistan. No, that's in the Middle East, isn't it? Yeah. What's them Turkish countries, man? The Kazakhstan and
Israel, Iran.
Them kind of countries there, man. Came from Asia, man, just like COVID-19, man. Came from Asia, just like coronavirus, man. And found its way in a city near you, man. Found its way in Yorkshire, man. Found its way in Greater Manchester, man. Found its way in Bristol. Found its way in Birmingham, man. Found its way in the West Midlands, man. And killed many people. Killed hundreds of thousands of people, man. Keep it in.
The first year of the Black Death, an outbreak which included other forms such as the pneumonic plague, lasted until 1750.
You hear that? Pneumonic plague. You know, anyone? Sometime in your spare time, do what's it called? What's it called? The breaking up with etymology. Pneumonic plague, man. This plague was a pneumonic plague. Ever heard the word pneumonia? It means your lungs, man. A pneumonic plague, a plague that will attack your lungs and make it hard to breathe, man. Sounds like COVID-19 to me, man. Sounds just like COVID-19 to me. COVID-19 attacks your lungs, man. What do you think ventilators do? A lot of people here online, oh, we need more ventilators. Don't know what they do. Ventilators push air into your lungs, man. Because that's where COVID-19 attack. You can't breathe on your own. So the machine that breathes for you, man, and they're called ventilators, man. A vent means air. Again, more etymology, man. Hence, air vents or ventilator. They push air into your lungs, man. That's what they do. And guess what? The Black Plague did the same thing. The Plague of London did the exact same thing, man. Keep reading.
The Great Plague killed an estimated 100,000 people.
You hear that? So in England, the Great Plague killed about 100,000 people, man. That sounds like COVID-19 to me. We're almost there. We're at 33,000 right now, man. And by the time this is done, you're looking at 100,000 as well, man. You're looking at about 100,000 as well, man. We're almost there, man. What we need 67 more thousand, and we're right there, man. 67 more thousand, and we're right there, man. Keep it in.
From people, almost a quarter of London's population in 18 months. The plague was caused by the Yersinia pestis bacterium, which is usually transmitted through the bite of an infected rat flea.
You hear that? So this whole thing started because what? There was rats in London, and there's fleas on them rats, man.
That's right.
And when that rat will bite, when that flea will bite you, you will get it, man. And guess what? COVID-19 came from breaking God's laws, and guess what? The London plague happened also for breaking God's laws, man. We're gonna show you that if men followed the Bible, there would be no plague of London. If men followed the Bible, there would be no COVID-19, man. We're going to show you how the rats came about. A lot of people think, yeah, rats, come on, man, we can't stop that. Listen, if you follow the laws in the Bible, there will be no black plague, man. There will be no COVID-19, man. Israelites, we didn't get no COVID-19. We didn't get no plague, man. We follow the laws of God. Shalom from Holland as well. Shalom, Tazar Pawani, how about Shem Shabakata?
Shalom, Yahaba, Shem Shabakata.
Yeah.
Shalom, Tazar Pawani. You hear me good? You froze? His face is kind of stiff still. Like, is it moving on? All right, cool. I think it's frozen, probably, but no sweat.
Yeah, it's frozen.
It'll pop back in a second. Just keep it on the screen so you know when it's there.
All right.
Yeah, keep reading.
In 1665 to 1666, epidemic was on a far smaller scale than the earlier Black Death pandemic.
There you go, man. There goes that word again, pandemic, man. You think that word's new? You think this is new? There have been pandemics, man. Pandemics come from breaking the laws of the Most High. Pandemics come from not following the Bible, man. Us Israelites don't have pandemics. In fact, eject him and you come back in again. Yeah. Pandemics come from breaking the laws of God, man. We the Israelites, they have pandemics. It's like in the Bible, it said all the nations will say that we was a wise and understanding people. You know why? That's exactly what we were, man. We were the people wise and understanding. When everybody else was breaking out in pandemics, dying and so forth, it was fine, man. Wherever other nation was obese and had blood pressure and diabetes and heart disease, we didn't have that, man. We didn't eat pork, man. But everybody else had Ebola and so forth. It was cool, man. We wasn't eating no bush meat, man. So okay, you might want to put the screen on so you can see when it comes in. We wasn't eating no ape and monkey and chimpanzee. We were good, man. They had Ebola. We didn't have that, man. Keep reading.
The Black Death pandemic, it was remembered afterwards as the Great Plague, mainly because it was the last widespread outbreak of the bubonic plague in England during the 400-year second pandemic.
There you go, man. It was called the bubonic plague, but when it went to London, they called it the Great Plague of London. And it happened, it finished on 1666. And did anyone know how the plague got cured? Just like, back then, they had no cure either, man. The same way Boris Johnson ain't got a cure today. And they were saying, what we're going to do, how we're going to fix this, man. We don't know what to do. And no one could fix it, man. Just like Boris could fix it today. And how did it get cured? Anyone know? It's like the other one.
It was the fire, the the Great Fire of London.
There you go. The other one said it was a Great Fire of London, which burnt everything up. It burnt the rats up along with the fleas, along with the disease, and that saved them, man. A mistake saved them. They said a baker left his oven on and burnt the whole place to smithereens, man. And back then, everything was made out of wood. Everything, houses, horse and carriage, everything was made out of wood. And if you know anything about wood, wood is flammable, man. And the flammable wood burnt up all the disease, man. If it wasn't for that, God knows what would happen to England, man. So keep it in. Give me outbreak, the outbreak part.
Right, in the section outbreak, plague was one of the hazards of life in Britain from its dramatic appearance in 1348 with the Black Death. The bills of mortality began to be published regularly in 1603, in which year 47 deaths were recorded from the plague.
Oh my God! Don't that's like coronavirus. Coronavirus is 33,000 deaths right now, man. And back then, 33,000 people died in the first year of coronavirus too, man. Of it's like the bubonic plague also, man. Drop that. Give me early days, Slakia.
I got you. Early days, plagues was sufficiently uncommon that medical practitioners might have had no personal experience of seeing the disease.
You know, don't let like today. The plague was so uncommon that medical practitioners didn't know what to do, man. What did Matt Hancock say? This is a new disease. We're trying our best. We're tackling it the way we can. We're uncommon with this. We're not used to this. We know what to do, man. That sounds just like today, man. The same people you got your trust in and hope and love someone, they ain't got a clue, man. This virus is new to them. They don't know how to tackle it. That's why Boris Johnson stay in the house, then go outside. Just wash your hands. Just run your hand on the tap. Just keep 2 meters away. They ain't got a clue, man. And guess what, black man? All these things do not work. They do not work, man. You know what works? Having the Lord on your side. You go to the supermarket and in front of the cashier, there's a glass in front of him. Then there's a circle in which you must stand. And then behind you, 2 meters away, is another circle, man. And you trust your person so much, you think that works, man. That don't even make sense, man. That's because they're uncommon with this disease. So imagine a man's in that circle and he coughs and his germs are in the air. Then he leaves. Where do you step? Into that circle. Where do you step? Right into his cough, man. Right into his germs. But hey, because the oppressor said, listen, if you step in the circle, you're safe. What do? You think, well, it's safe, man. It's safe, man. Where did them germs go? Did they just magically disappear because he's gone? They're still there, man. They're still there. And all it happens because why? They don't know what to do, man. They don't know what to do. They want to close stores down, but then they're getting broke. So they want to open it back up. They ain't got a clue what to do, man. We know what to do. That serves the Most High, man. Keep reading.
Medical training varied from those who had attended the College of Physicians to apothecaries who also acted as doctors.
So again, so many people just trained, man. No one had no degree, no one had no scholars. Many people just trained, man, to do this job. Like what you see today, many people volunteer to help with COVID-19. No one really knows anything, man. No, if you're a black man out there and you want life, and you're looking for life on the NHS, you're a fool, man. You're a black man out there, you're looking for life, and you believe in the government can save you, you're a fool, man. They ain't got a clue, man. Stop coming. Yeah, I heard. I'm trying to keep. Then you're just a fool, man. You ain't got a clue, man. You can't listen. This is the same government that left you to die, man. The same government that didn't test people until yesterday, man. We've been in an epidemic for 8 weeks, man, and it only got tests now, man. Matt Hancock made ventilators that only work for a couple of hours, man. And the average man needs a ventilator for over a day. So basically, these ventilators are useless, man. That's who you put your trust in, man. That's who you put your trust in. The Prime Minister said he's cutting off all countries to come to the UK but America, as if America don't have COVID-19 too, man. And left the border open for America. Why? Just because he's friends with America, man. That's who you choose. They ain't got a clue, man. These are people that was trained just to say stuff. When they asked Boris Johnson, so what do you mean by this, man? He didn't have a clue. He didn't have a clue. It's like, in fact, I don't know, can you put a clip for me with Piers Morgan? It's back in there. All right, cool. Keep on. SHALAM, YAHANNA.
Yahbasham Yahshua Barakatah.
Yeah, him good. Slack, it's be a second, right?
Okay.
Yes, fine. The next box, I think it is. Did you Chrome tab? Go straight to it, I think. Yeah, that's the one. Can't, that's the one, yeah. Press play. It might take its time though. Plays around. It don't really matter, to be honest. Take its time, yeah?
Yeah, it's good.
You will do. You just need to play.
That will not allow
The problem, Andrew Bridges.
That's fine. So again,
You see, what you've just said.
so Andrew Bridgen talking about social distancing, you know, all the stuff that we like to hear, all the stuff that we believe helps us. And this is what Piers Morgan says in response to that. Again, showing you that they don't know what they're talking about. Say all this stuff, you think, wow, they know what they're talking about. Just like in the times of the bubonic plague, they did not know what they're talking about. They did not know what they were doing. And likewise today, the talk all again, wear a mask, wear this, wear that. They don't have a clue. Go on.
Is completely against the new rules as stated. So there you are, a Conservative member of Parliament who thinks you know exactly what Boris Johnson has been saying, and yet you just told me to do something I'm not allowed to do. So this is the problem, isn't it? There is no clarity. It's a load of old flannel talking about controlling the virus, and you, as a leading, high-profile Conservative politician, haven't got a clue about what these rules actually mean. And you're an MP. You're part of this.
Piers, I did hear your diatribe against the Prime Minister earlier on. What you've got
when you say diatribe, let me explain what my diatribe is. We have, according to the government's own graphs, and you can spin them any way you like, the second worst death toll in the world, and that's just the deaths that we're declaring of 31,000. The real figure, according to any detailed analysis of the ONS figures, is over 55,000 people. It's an absolute national disgrace when you compare it to almost any other country in the world. We've had no testing. Our Deputy Chief Medical Officer said we didn't need testing. It wasn't appropriate, so we stopped doing it, which was a total scandal. We've had no PPE for the NHS frontline workers and care home workers, which is why over 200 of them have died. It's an absolute national disgrace. And when you come on and say, I heard your diatribe against Boris Johnson, the diatribe is because so many people have died. And so many people are continuing to die. And yet, even today, yesterday, Boris Johnson announced, oh yeah, we're going to bring in quarantine at the airports 3 months after other countries did this.
Start that now.
3 months after countries like China and South Korea did this. After 6 weeks.
Work, if they couldn't work from home.
And that's what it is, man. You know what I mean? So they ain't got a clue what they're doing, man. They ain't got a clue. They don't know. They're tired to do this, tired to do that. They ain't got a clue what they're doing, man.
No idea, man.
What are you supposed to do? Believe in the Most High, man.
That's right.
They tell you things like, yeah, man, just wear a mask, man. Wear a mask. And we're gonna get into that later on, man. There's no evidence that masks even work, man. so again, they're telling you stay in your house, do this, wash your hands, and they don't even have a clue, man. Test.
Right.
There's no need for testing to waste some money, and then later on you're going to test, man. You're supposed to believe in the Most High. The Most High knows what He's doing. The Most High
That's
knows
right.
what He's doing, man. Let's go back into the history. Let's go back into the history. Keep reading. Khan.
Right.
Other diseases, I think.
Yeah, the other diseases abounded, such as an outbreak of smallpox the year before, and these uncertainties all added to difficulties identifying the true start of the epidemic.
Now we're going to get to the true start of this epidemic in the 1600s. The epidemic that happened before coronavirus, happened before Ebola, man. And we're going to find that the origin of these plagues is because people did not follow the scriptures, man. Keep reading.
Contemporary accounts suggest cases of plague occurred through the winter of 1664 to 65, some of which were fatal, but a number which did not display the virulence of the later epidemic. The winter was cold, the ground frozen from December to March, river traffic on the Thames twice blocked by ice, and it may be that cold weather held back its spread.
Let me get to the point. I think where you at right now?
The same one about the smallpox and just I literally finished it.
Sure, part where it says about 1 second. Oh man, but even the part 1 second should tell you how it started. Spare me 1 second. Should see how it started right here. About the dung in the streets and so forth. Yep, there you go. It's in the top, the first part, the third paragraph in London, 1665. London, 1665 is called. That's the paragraph you need.
Oh, that's the second.
Yeah.
Right, the third paragraph.
London. It starts off with in late 1664.
I got it. All right. In late 1664, a bright comet was to be seen in the sky, and the people of London were fearful.
So in 1664 in London, a comet was seen in the sky, and you know, superstitious people, they think, oh, what's this mean, man? What's this sign mean, and so forth? You know, that's not what we're getting into. We get into how the plagues died. Keep reading.
Wondering what evil event is portended, London at that time consisted of a city of about 448 acres.
So London's bigger than what it is now. Back then it was 448 acres, much bigger now. Keep reading.
Surrounded by a city wall, which had originally been built to keep out raiding bands.
And like most cities, they have a wall around it to keep out bands. Bands means army. You have a wall around it, so when an army comes, you know, to fight you, you can't get in. You can't get in. It's a big wall, and there's one gate, and you gotta have permission to get in and out that gate. When you approach that gate on your horse, man, you gotta have a flag, and the watchman will look and say, "Yeah, pressure's coming." You're approaching that with no flag on it, and this, and they're asking you what business do you have, man. Keep it in.
There were gates at Ludgate, Ugate, Aldersgate, Cripplegate, Orgate, and Bishopsgate.
All right, keep reading.
And to the south lay the River Thames and the London Bridge.
So the River Thames and London Bridge, keep reading.
In the poorer part of the city, hygiene was impossible to maintain.
There you go. And this is how it began. In the poor parts of the city, hygiene was impossible to maintain, man. You think the hygiene is bad now in the poor parts of the city? What's the poor part of the city today in England, man? The ends, man. The ghetto, man. The garrison, man. Where you see bins everywhere, man. Where you see skips everywhere. You see rubbish on the floor, littering everywhere, man. It was worse then. You think littering was bad? You think alcoholics with a can of lager on the floor was bad? Back then was worse. I'm about to explain. Keep reading.
Possible to maintain in the overcrowded tenements.
And it was overcrowded too. So when you got a disease, what did it say? Stay in your house, man. Stay away from crowded festivals. Stay away from crowded events, man. Don't spread the disease. Imagine there's a disease going on, and guess what? It's crowded as well, man. That's why the disease spread so quick. Keep reading.
And Garrett, there was no sanitation, and open drains flowed along the center of the winding streets.
You got open drains, sewage, man, was flowing in the streets, man. That's how it started, man. Had they followed the Bible, this wouldn't happen, man. In the Bible,
That's
after sex, a man must wash, man, before he comes to the temple, man. When a woman's on a menstrual, she must stay away 7 days. And after that, she must wash before she come back in again, man. If a man touches a dead body, he must wash, man. They don't follow the law to the Most High, so guess what? The plague was waiting to happen, man. The Bible said you can't eat pig, you can't eat bat, you can't eat bushmeat, man. They didn't follow the Most High, so guess what? Coronavirus was waiting to happen, man. Keep reading.
The ovals were slippery with animal dung.
With dung, man. You know, dung is what Yardman called doo-doo, man. Feces, man. The floor was full of doo-doo, man. Full of feces, man.
Right.
Feces are on the streets, man, for everyone to see, man. What does the Bible say about that, man? Is the Bible cool with that? And God got a law against this, man. God don't want doo-doo on the street, man. He don't want feces on the street, man. So our part, if you could give me Deuteronomy 23 and 13 real quick, man. Deuteronomy 23 and 13. Had the father the laws of the Bible, this wouldn't happen, man. Black man, you're way wiser than them, man. You're way smarter than them. You got laws that prevent this, man. You got laws that prevent disease from spreading, prevents rats from coming on the streets, prevents feces from being on the streets and giving people diseases, man. You got laws that would eradicate coronavirus, that would eradicate the Great Plague of London, man. Deuteronomy 23 and 13.
Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 13.
Give me 11.
And thou shalt have a paddle upon thy weapon.
Give me 10. Start from 10.
If there be among you any man that is not clean by reason of uncleanness, that chanceth him by night, then shall be
So if any man's unclean by something that happens by chance, meaning he didn't do it on purpose. Being unclean is not a sin. There's some good reasons to be unclean, man. You go to war, you know what I mean? You're fighting for your country, you kill somebody, man. You have sex with your woman, you become unclean, man. You know what I mean? But there's sometimes a man can't help when he's unclean. If something chances him by night, I mean, a man has, a wet dream or something, man. Or if a man falls dead in front of you on the floor, and you had to give him chest compression and he died. If anything like that happens, anything that makes you unclean by chance, we keep reading.
Then shall he go abroad out of the camp. He shall not come within the camp.
And that man can't come in the camp, man. That's what you call quarantine. That man can't come. When someone dies, their body lets off toxins, man. And you've been giving CPR to a dead man or a dead woman, man. And you're gonna come in the camp, make everybody else sick. You think the whole quarantine rule is genius, man? Wow, so genius. So genius, man. The white man's so smart. Look, he got a quarantine rule. Listen, we had that quarantine rule way before this man was in England,
That's
man.
right.
Way before he came out the caves, man. That man must go out without the camp. I mean, the camp is there, and this man's outside the camp. He can't make everybody else sick, man. Even if it's not his fault, man. Just like COVID-19 ain't your fault neither, man. Right. But likewise, you can't go to work, man. You can't go to slavery. You can't go to a club. You can't go to the gym and make everybody else sick, man. You got to stay at home, man. You make it like, wow, he's so wise. Like, man, you're wiser than him. This is your laws, man. What we're reading right now is your laws, man. What you govern yourself with. You had these rules way before he had these rules, man. If he was so wise, he wouldn't have got the bubonic plague. He wouldn't have had the Great Plague of London, man. Keep reading.
But it shall be, when evening cometh, he shall wash himself with water.
There you go.
And when the sun is down,
Wash yourself. The white man's talking about, yeah, because wash your hands, man. Use the hand sanitizer. Listen, this ain't nothing new to us, man. We've been washing, man. These man caught the bubonic plague. Why? Because they weren't clean enough, man. They had feces in their streets, sewage in their streets, man. They weren't clean, man. They used to throw out buckets of feces on the streets, man. They weren't clean, man. We weren't getting no virus, though. We didn't have no black plague, though. Because we was clean, man. There was no fumes and toxins of no dead bodies in our clothes, in our fabric. There's no fleas on us. We was clean. We was clean, man. Keep it in.
And when the sun is down, he shall come into the camp again.
And there you go.
Shout.
And when he's clean again, when he's nice and clean, those 7 days expired, his period of quarantine, he can come back, man. Come back, got rid of all them fumes and everything. We gave it time over there for the fumes to die out and, the toxins and everything to die out and, all that bacteria to die out. Is clean now. Now he can come back, man. And to the oppressor, to the East Indians, to the heathen, this is deep knowledge, man. This is wow. This is what to do, man. To us, this was nothing. This is something the Most High told Moses, man. With all the other nations back then were breaking out in plagues and the great plague of London, we was fine. We was in Jerusalem, busting the Heineken, man. It was cool. Like, plague, what's that? The nation, the Bible said the nation looked up to us and said, wow, what a wise nation, man. Because to them, this was wise. To them, washing was wise. To them, not having sex with men was, they couldn't understand it, man. But guess what? We wasn't having sex with men, and guess what? We didn't have AIDS, man. We weren't getting hemorrhoids, man. We were getting all the diseases that they have, man. We wasn't having diabetes and high blood pressure and gout, man. They was getting that because they was eating pork, man. We was fine. We was tawab, man. As we say in the I.S.U.P.K. Keep it in.
Thou shalt have a place also without the camp, whether thou shalt go forth abroad.
And guess what? We were so clean. We were so clean. We had a place for that, man. We had a place put up where if a man was unclean, he could go, man. We had a place outside the camp for that reason alone, man. A place of quarantine. That's how clean we were, man. We weren't getting no COVID-19. We weren't getting no bubonic plague. We weren't getting no Black Death. We weren't getting no Ebola. We weren't getting no SARS. We was too clean for that, man. Bacteria can't live on clean surfaces. Guess what? It can't live on us. We're too clean for that, man. You got to keep it in.
And thou shalt have a paddle upon thy weapon.
What is a paddle? Anyone know? When you give a shot to that on your sword, you must have a paddle on it also.
Something to dig.
There you go, man. A paddle like a spade. Remember, we're soldiers, man. So we roll with our weapon. A weapon's like, what is it, man? Back then, the weapon was like having a phone, man. Everyone got a phone on them. Everyone got a phone in their pocket or in their bag or whatever. We had weapons on us, man. Your weapon was something that you roll with all the time. On that weapon, you had a paddle, man. You had a digging tool on there, like a spade on there, on your weapon. Keep it in.
And it shall be when thou wilt ease thyself abroad, thou shalt dig therewith.
And the Bible says,
turn back.
When you want to ease yourself, and what does that mean? When you want to ease yourself, you got the BGs or people call the bubble guts, man. You know what I mean? Your belly's hurting, man. You want to go do them, man. You're at war right now, so there ain't no toilets, man. When you want to ease yourself, what do, man? You use this paddle, man. You use this paddle and you dig a hole in there. We don't believe in shit on the streets, man. We wasn't getting no what? We wasn't, excuse my French, we wasn't getting no Black Plague, man. You know why? We didn't have shit on the streets, man. No bacteria could spread in our streets. Ours was buried, man. Today, that's big knowledge. Wow, so big, yeah. Because I train my dog that after we do this, to bury it, man. Yeah, because the sewer, we make sewers underground. That's what the waste goes underground. Listen, we've been putting waste underground long before sewers, man. Long before your science, man. Come on, what to do, man? Common sense, man. No man should be stepping over feces, man. It stinks. It don't smell. The fact that it stinks shows you. Listen, dogs don't like their own feces, man. Dogs don't play in their own feces. Even according to the oppressor, man, the only man that likes feces is mad people. If you play with your feces, you are going in a mental institution, man. It is normal not to have feces lying around you, man. We knew that. Right. We didn't have no feces around us, man. No feces meant no rats. No rats meant no fleas. And no fleas meant what? No bubonic plague, man. That's right. No Black Plague, man. We don't eat bush meat. Guess what? No bush meat means no coronavirus, man. We don't eat pig, man. No pig means what? No flu, man. We're not homosexuals. No homosexual activities. No man going in, man. Guess what? No AIDS, man. No HIV, man. We don't believe in whores. A woman ain't whores. A woman not supposed to have sex with this and that and this man and that man, this man. Guess what? That means no chlamydia, man, no clap, man, no blue waffle, man, no what else? What else? None of that, man. This Bible is what we need as a people to live, man. And they say what? The Bible's old, man. What's that famous line to say? You're trying to fix new problems with the old book, man. This old book will fix new problems, man. This old book will fix coronavirus. That's like the old book would not only fix coronavirus couldn't start in the first place, man.
That's right.
The same old book would have stopped the Black Plague, but would have stopped the bubonic plague, man. There would be no such nursery rhymes as Ring a Ring of Roses. It wouldn't exist, man. You know why? Because there wouldn't be no corona. There wouldn't be no disease in the first place, man. There would be no AIDS in the first. There would be no black on black crime, man. This old book can fix new problems, man. Keep it in.
That's right. 100%. Khan, thou shalt dig therewith and shalt turn back and cover that which cometh from thee.
So come of that what's it? Cover that cometh from you, man. What's that cometh from you, man? I'll keep it PG, man. The waste, man. That waste come from you, man. You know the way there. I'm lactose intolerant, man. So I know, man. Once I beat a nutriment, whoo, it's a wrap, man. I'm also saying cover that up, man. Don't have it lying around you, man. Stepping over that, man. Listen, that's a disease waiting to happen, man. I just stopped the bubonic plague right there, man. Yeah, because it was a year of deaths and blah. It was a horrible time. Listen, the Bible stopped that in 2 minutes flat, man. Should have buried your feces, man. There will be no rats, man. There will be no fleas, man. Clean yourself up, man. Bacteria can't live. Bacteria cannot live on clean surfaces, man. That's what they're telling you to sanitize. That's what they're telling you to sanitize your hands. Keep washing your hands, man. Keep doing this. Listen. That's nothing to a black man. We stay clean, man. Our clothes stay clean, man. Smell my clothes right now, man. You're gonna smell. What's it called? The softener. We like to stay clean anyway, man. It's like a keep reading.
For the Lord thy God walketh in the midst of thy camp.
There you go, man. The Lord thy God walks amongst us, man. The Lord's amongst us. That's why we're so blessed, man. How you gonna have feces lying around everywhere, man? And the Lord got angels out there protecting you, man. That's what it means by the Lord that God walks among you. Don't mean he walks among you himself. I mean he got angels doing his job for him, man. When the Most High said that he saw the wickedness of Sodom and Gomorrah, did that mean he saw it himself from heaven? It means the angels went and came. But I can prove. You want to prove it? Yeah. Say for another time. You sure? All right, cool, man. Nah, that's okay, man. Say for another time. Scripture breakdown class to do that for you, man. That's what scripture breakdown class is for. When the Lord said, his eyes upon the wicked kingdom, I mean the angels did it, man. The Lord said what in Genesis? I'm paraphrasing. Captain Prussia bring it out for the scripture breakdown class to prove it to you. In Genesis, the Lord said, I've seen the wickedness of Sodom and Gomorrah, man. The Lord said, I've seen it. In the next chapter, the Lord said what? He sent 2 angels down to Sodom and Gomorrah, man.
Right.
That's what I mean by the Lord seen it, man. The Lord sent 2 angels down. It's still on screen gone, but as long as it's still playing on that, that's fine. That's the one. All right, keep reading Slack, yeah.
Salakia. For the Lord thy God walketh in the midst of the camp to deliver thee and to give up thine enemies before thee.
Yeah, keep going.
Therefore shall thy camp be holy.
There you go, man. Even our camp is holy, man. Even our army is holy, man. The clean, the separate, man. Keep reading.
Right. That he see no unclean thing in thee and turn away from thee.
And we was clean, man. Inside and outside. When the Lord said he see no clean thing in you, this is how he's not talking about unclean thing as in being a Christian. He's talking about literal hygiene, man. How do you know he's talking about hygiene? Because the verse above is talking about burying your feces, man, that come from you, man. Even our army was clean, man. I can't say the same for the British army. I've seen World War II pictures of them, man. They're in the trenches, dirty, trench foot, rats in the trenches. They're catching all types of diseases. Even our army was clean, man. The men that got dirty, man. The men that killed people, man, got rough, rugged, and raw, fighting and stabbing. Even they was clean, man. And for that reason, we don't get no diseases, man. Drop that. Anyway, give me go back to the article. Give me early days. I think it's early days. I believe it is.
Is that the subtitle?
I think it's the outbreak. I think it's in.
It's in outbreak.
I believe so. Let me get there with you.
Early days, yeah.
You got it, yeah.
Yeah, I'm reading that. Yeah.
Oh, keep going. Yeah.
Other diseases abounded, such as an outbreak of smallpox the year before. And these uncertainties also added to difficulties identifying the true start of the epidemic. Contemporary accounts suggest cases of plague occurred through the winter of 1664 to 1665.
Keep going. I'm fighting for you. Keep it now, fighting for you.
Some of which were fatal, but a number of which did not display the virulence of the later epidemic.
All right, no sweat, no problem. Give me plague doctor real quick on Wikipedia. Plague doctor. Show everybody what plague doctor is real quick. Yeah. Please record. In fact, get it on Wikipedia. Type plague doctor. You see what it is. Show what it means afterwards. Yeah. Just get on Google. We'll get into this real quick. Any questions, Mitch? Type them in, all right? On any topic, we'll come back to this. I don't want no one calling me later talking about that question, man. This is the time to do it. Or you can save your topic for Friday, man. Save your question for Friday. On the ends, man, call in and get your question answered, man. We're sorting the calls out. The calls, we had a problem with the calls last week, but we're going to get that sorted, man. Trust me, this week, definitely. You're going to hear the captain loud and clear. He's going to hear you loud and clear, man. It's a luck, yeah. My mistake.
All right, we got the plague doctor.
Well, that's fine.
All right, a plague doctor was a medical physician.
So back then, today you got your doctor, you got your pediatrics, you got, all these doctors that you trust in to help people with COVID-19. Back then, in this pandemic, they had a doctor called a plague doctor, man. And you're going to find out these doctors are exactly the same as the doctors back then, man. Keep it in.
Who treated victims of the bubonic plague. In times of the epidemic, these physicians were specifically hired by the towns where the plague had taken hold.
So these doctors were hired by that town. I mean, if you live in give me a town. Ipswich, Birmingham, like town city, man. Don't disrespect my city like that. I mean, Ipswich would hire a doctor, and that doctor will come and heal them from this plague. Keep it in.
All right. Since the city was paying their salary, they treated everyone, both the wealthy and the poor.
So because the whole city was paying the salary, they treat everybody. Like today, in certain parts of America, you ain't got insurance, they won't treat you. But the whole city was paying them, so they'll treat the healthy and the poor, because the wealthy and the poor in that city was paying them, so they didn't mind. Keep it in.
However, some plague doctors were known to charge patients and their families additional fees for special treatment or false cures.
So they would treat people with false cures. Because you're going to read on that these men weren't skilled, man. They weren't learned. Just like your doctors today, they ain't got a clue neither, man. But everyone believes in them. Why? Because they got doctor in front of their name. They got a badge in front of their name. But really, the men you're supposed to trust are the men at the I.S.U.P.K, the priests and prophets, man. The Lord, man. That's who you're supposed to trust. Not no doctor, man. They don't know what they're doing. Boris don't know what he's doing, man. Boris' speech will show you that he don't know what he's doing, man. Boris Johnson said, yeah, go outside if you can. Go to work if you must. Listen, people don't need gray areas, man. People need black and white do's and don'ts, man. They don't need to be confused. Well, I'll go out if you must. Take public transportation if you must. Do you know how small a bus is? Do you know it's damn near impossible to keep 2 meters on a bus? And that's who we believe in, man. Likewise, in times past, we believe in a plague doctor, man. Keep it in.
Right.
Typically, they will not experience physicians.
Typically, normally, there was not experienced physicians. They weren't experienced doctors, man. But everybody paid them. Everybody paid their salaries. Everybody thought that they had the answers, just like Boris Johnson, man. Just like your doctors. Your doctors don't know about COVID-19. They're not experienced for this, man. They ain't dealt with this. They ain't dealt with this in uni, man. They ain't dealt with this in medical school, man. But you phone them up, they can save me. They got all the answers, man. They don't have the answer. Boris Johnson don't have enough ventilators, man. Boris Johnson ain't got a clue, man. But everyone thinks he got the answers. And likewise, in the 1600s, everybody thought that the plague doctors had the answers, man. Give me what they had in their masks. Give me in the 1700s. No. In fact, give me in France and Netherlands.
All right. In France and the Netherlands, plague doctors often lacked medical training.
And guess what? These doctors didn't even have medical training, lacked medical training. It wasn't even real doctors, man. And this is who everybody trusted, man. And that sounds just like 2020, man. Sounds just like 2020. All the doctors that you know never dealt with COVID-19 in their life. It's new, man. Remember, what's the proof that they don't know nothing about COVID-19? What's the proof that they lack medical training, man? 1 minute, no, having tests, waste time. Now we need tests. First, it was, it only kills old people, not children. Then children die from it, man. They got a clue, man. What's the next one now? Yeah, you can only live on services for 1 day, man. Then you know what? We got to stop all transport from coming in because it's surviving on services for longer than 1 day. They don't have a clue, man. They lack medical training. They lack training of this, man. That's why, black man, you should come in the I.S.U.P.K, man. You should learn how to serve the Most High, man. He knows everything, man. The book I just read to you, the chapter I read to you already shows how the Most High can prevent this, man. Boris Johnson can't prevent it. You don't have a clue, man. You put your trust in him if you must. You put your trust in his doctors, man, and his physicians if you must, man. Keep it in.
Training and were referred to as empirics. In one case, a plague doctor had been a fruit.
Oh my gosh.
Salesman.
Oh my God. In one case, the doctor was a fruit salesman. That's what it was, man. The doctor was a fruit salesman. And everyone thought, yeah, man, you're gonna save my life. I got a cough. Oh my God, come, doctor is here. Come on, there's my son right here. Whoo, doctor's here, man. I feel somewhat safe now. And this man slangs fruit, man. This man sells fruit, man. This man yesterday was, yeah, get your oranges, yeah, man. Get 4 for £1, man. Now this man's a doctor, man. And that's what it is, man. That's what it is, man. Boris Johnson, the man that can't comb his hair, man. Can't comb his hair, can't get a decent suit, man. And now he's your prime minister. Now he's like, he went from being a scruff, like, oh, move, man, you scruff. Move, man. Okay, so stay in the house. All right, okay, Prime Minister. Yeah, man. Okay, Prime Minister, I feel safe now, man. That's what it is, back, man. You see a white face and you feel, oh my gosh, he's a savior. He don't know nothing, man. He don't know about damn things. It's like the other one.
And like, it's really heavy because even in life, a lot of doctors and that haven't really got no history in the field at all, and they talk so much about this and that, and really they don't know. You know things by experience, and if you got no experience, really, regardless of how much books you read, you don't know. Like the best experience is doing it.
Kind of one concert, like even your MPs, man. Black man, like, I'm voting for him, man. He sounds like it. Listen, what does he know about suffering, man? What does he know about dumping and butter, man? What does he know about corned beef sandwiches, man? He don't know nothing, man. What are you gonna vote for him for? What does he know? They ain't learning, man. They don't know how to fix black people, man. We do. We know how it is to suffer, man. Christ knows how it is to roll with black people and heal black people, give your whole life to black people, man. Why are you going to vote for a prime minister that's never, ever, ever dealt with black problems, man? Never seen a black man in his life, man. These prime ministers grew up in a rich family, go to Oxford and Cambridge and Westminster University, man. They ain't seen a black face before. They ain't been to a council estate before, man. They ain't seen a man with no father before. They don't know it is to be on child support and have a monster woman putting her fingers in your face, man, costing and avoiding gangs, man. Walking home you walking home off the bus and you take this direction because that direction there's man on the corner, man. They don't know about them kind of separation there, man. And you're gonna vote for them because I feel like he's gonna make my life better, man. He don't know nothing, man. He don't know nothing, man. And likewise, the doctors, they don't know a damn thing, man. It's like the other one. Give me in the 17th, 18th, 19th century.
Right. In the 17th, 18th, and 19th centuries, some doctors wore a bead-like mask, which was filled with aromatic items.
There you go, man. Someone share the screen for me, please. These doctors will wear a mask. They wear a mask. In that mask was herbs and spices, aromatic. Aroma means it smells nice. Their theory was, As long as it smells nice, it will kill the germs in the air, man. It will kill the airborne disease, man. And to our point, we know that don't work, innit? You know that don't work. You know that can't kill an airborne, airborne disease, man. But the doctors at that point wore it, man. And that supposedly kept them from catching this disease, man. That's it right there. They wore a beak, man. And guess what, black man? In 2020, to stop you from beating this coronavirus, what did they tell you to wear? A mask. And I hate to hurt your feelings. Guess what, black man? That mask don't work neither, man. It does not work. That mask don't. The mask that they wore back then, and they told everybody to wear back then, did not work, man. And the masks today don't work. I'm gonna prove it to you, man. Give me the video real quick.
If I can just add on to that, that's done so because you don't smell nothing bad doesn't mean nothing bad's happening. That's like that dumb animal that digs his head in the sand. Like,
It's called an ostrich.
It don't mean nothing bad's happening because you don't see it.
But a disease got nothing to do with the smell, man. And nothing to do with the aroma. A disease don't smell of anything. He thought, well, because it smells nice and like perfume, it's killing the disease, man. And it didn't solve anything. And likewise, give me the video. Give me 1 minute 15. Screen sharing here. Give me the audio as well.
It was like 1 minute 15.
Probably one kind. Shalom to Hakayan. I can never pronounce his brother's name. Ereskine, Littleton. Shalom to Yana Quaff, Adolphus. Kazanawa I. What's the Batman saying, Bill Smith? Those get one, man. Someone needs a gal, man. I don't know. It's quarantine, There's somebody that's, that's trolling. Yeah. Oh shit.
Being inhaled by people who breathe it in, or they can land on surfaces, which then people might touch with their hands, then their hands go to their eyes or their nose or their mouth, and in that way it enters their own body. The sort of face masks that we see mostly in pictures seem to be the standard surgical face mask that they use in the operating theatre. There is another face mask as well, called the N95. And that has a different sort of shape, it's a bit more round. The standard surgical masks may help prevent some of the transmission, but they really are not foolproof.
Oh God, pause that. Suck yeah. Oh God. Oh, so hold on. You mean tell me? You mean tell me the whole island is wearing face masks? The whole world is wearing a face mask, man. And the face mask is not foolproof, man. It's like extra whole thing. Make me move faster. It don't even work, man. It doesn't even work. But hey, the oppressor said, listen, it works, man. So everyone wears it, man. Everyone wears it. Listen, it's proven that, guess what? There's no proof that these face masks even work, man. Listen, you can go on YouTube and type in many ones. I got it from the NHS themselves. They said the face masks do not work. No proof that they work. But the oppressor says, hey, they work, man. So everyone wears them. Everyone thinks that everyone thinks that they played God. See, God can't catch me. I got a face mask on, man. We'll see, man. We'll see, man. Give me the other article real quick, man.
All right, this is from newscientist.com.
Share that for me as well, real quick. And the paragraph 1 starts with overall the evidence.
Right, the subtitle: Do face masks work against the coronavirus? And should you wear one?
It starts with the overall the evidence.
Yeah. Overall, the evidence suggests there may be a small benefit to wearing some kind of face covering.
You hear that? So the overall, the evidence shows that there may be a small, it give you an edge. It help a little bit.
Right.
A small benefit of wearing some face coverage, which obviously makes sense. Which makes sense. It's like when a seatbelt has a big benefit though, man. Stops you from throwing food. So it don't guarantee you will live, but a seatbelt has a big benefit that you will live. It stops you from flying through the windshield, stop you from busting your face from the windshield. But it's saying a face mask has a small benefit that you won't catch coronavirus. I mean, it might help a little bit, but nonetheless, these face masks don't even work, man. That's what your government said. That's what the people that you love so much, people you put your trust into. Listen, face masks are the little benefit of them working, man. I heard that, and I guess what I said? I said, damn, I gotta serve God, man. I heard that, I said, woo, I gotta put my trust in God, man. They said wear a face mask, and the face mask will stop you from getting diseases and blah, blah, blah. Back in the 1600s, they was wearing a mask that looked like a beak, and in that beak, they had aromas and everything. Everybody thought it was so safe because they had aromas and herbs and spices and frankincense and myrrh and all these good, nice smells in their mask, and they still caught the bubonic plague. They still caught the Black Death. They still caught, what's it called again? Smallpox, man. And likewise today, you get your face covered thinking you're good, man. And God's like, no, you're not, man. Keep reading.
They do seem to prevent sick people from spreading the virus.
There you go. So they don't stop you from getting the virus. They just stop a sick man from coughing on you and giving you the virus. That's it, man. But it don't stop you from getting it. It just stops someone who's sick from giving it to other people, which makes sense. He's coughing and sneezing. His face is covered, so all them lurgies is staying in his body, man, or staying on his face. But it ain't gonna stop you from getting it, though. That don't mean you can't get it, though. This means that this man will minimize him spreading it. But you do shopping with your face mask on, you can still get it, man. Everybody thinks that they're safe with the gloves. Listen, let me tell you something, black man. Gloves cannot save you, man. It don't even make sense.
Right.
You got gloves on your hands, yeah, and you're doing shopping, and you're touching the cereal and the milk. Then all the germs are on the gloves now, man. So that means when you go back to your car, you're gonna touch your car with them same gloves, touch the steering wheel with them same gloves. So them germs, instead of using your hands, you just use gloves, man. But them germs are still there. But because the white man said use gloves, I'm like, yeah, gloves are gonna stop it, man. The only thing is, you just replace your hands with gloves. Everything you would have done with your hands, you're doing with the gloves, man.
Right.
Did you touch the cereal? Take the gloves off. Put that one on. Touch another cereal. Take them off. No, you never. You touched the what's it called? The Cocoa Pops. Then got the milk. Then wait in the car with the gloves. And then scratch your nose with the same gloves. You just didn't use your hands. You use gloves instead. What difference did it make, man? Well, hey, the oppressor did it, so it makes sense, man. And everyone thinks that they're saved because they got gloves on. I don't get the logic of it, man. Everyone thinks they're saved because they stayed 2 meters behind the man in the queue in the cash point. You know, the law says stay 2 meters behind the man in the cash point, so I'm safe, man. But the man at the cash point is gonna cough and leave, and you're gonna walk into his cough, man. So you think because he's gone now and he kept 2 meters apart, that cough is gone, disappeared? No, man. It's not magic, it's still there. But we think, they put a box on the floor where you can stand in, and because the white man put the box there, this box is holy and it's magical and it keeps all the disease away, man. Don't be so ridiculous, man. You believing in that is like believing in putting good aromas in your mask. The same way you look at the witch doctor, what's it called, the plague doctor back then, and you thought, you read about the plague doctor right now, you think that's ridiculous, man. A pleasant smell can't kill germs. That's how you look today. You look just as ridiculous wearing gloves, just as ridiculous wearing a surgical mask, man. It's like everyone, read on.
But the evidence is weak and inconsistent, says Hunter.
There you go, man. You drop that now, man. There's no evidence that masks can stop you from getting the coronavirus, man. There's no evidence. Look it up. There's none. There's none. They got everybody doing it, but it's not true, man. Just like in the 1600s, they had everybody wearing masks. Everyone wearing these long, stupid masks and said, listen, when you're breathing, you're gonna smell some good aroma, man. Listen, it was a lie. We know that now. And the oppressor's so proud. I watched a documentary. He said, yeah, the bubonic plague back then can't happen again because we're advanced now, man. We're advanced. We ain't that advanced.
Right.
Now you got a new virus, man. Now you got a new virus. And guess what? You can't beat this one. Right. Drop that. Give me Isaiah 43 and 13.
Isaiah chapter 42, verse 13.
43, 13, Slakia.
Isaiah 43, verse 13. Yea, before the day what was, I am he.
And listen, this is God speaking. God said, before there was such thing as days, man, I am him that was around before there was such thing as days. I was around, man. before the day was, I am he. Keep it in.
Right. Khan. Yea, before the day was, I am he, and there is none that can deliver out of my hand.
And the Lord said there's none, not a face mask, not hand sanitizer, not your prime minister, not your doctor, not the NHS movement. None can deliver you from my hand. None can do it, man. When the Lord wants you gone, you are going to go, man. England's a rich country with the best of scientists and the best engineers and the best technology. And guess what? England is number 2 on the death toll, man, of coronavirus, man. America's number 1. Italy's number 3, man. You know why? Because no one can save you from God. When God's going to start killing, people are going to die. No one can save you, man. No face mask can save you. No hand sanitizer can save you, man. When God wants you to die, you are going to die, man. Now, you can be a fool all you want and believe in the white man and say, well, I believe you're going to save me. You can do that, man. I believe in the Most High. None can save me from the hand of the Most High, man. You think, yeah, I'm going to be a homosexual, but I'm going to wear a condom. See, that's me being a homosexual and I'm playing God. God can't catch me, man. We're going to find out, man. You think, yeah, I'm going to do what I want, man. Yeah, I'm going to be a whore and do what I want, but I'm safe with it, man. I'm safe with mine. We're going to find out, man. Remember once upon a time, people say, I eat pork, but I clean mine properly. God didn't care. He said, people that soak their pork in vinegar, guess what? They still get high blood pressure, man. They still get heart disease, man. God, they still get it, man. Yeah. People think that they can play God. I'm going to be a sinner, but I'm smart. You can't catch me, man. I'm going to be a sinner, but I'm going to wear a face mask. Okay, we're going to see, man. I just read from the NHS. I read from 2 sources, man, that these face masks don't work, man. So, you know, you take your chances, man. Read that again.
And there is none that can deliver out of my hand.
There's no one that can deliver you. There was nobody that can deliver you from the hand of God. No one, man. No one can, man. So you stay there waiting on the news for this update, for this cure, man. You wait, man. That's fine. While you're waiting, we're going to be in the I.S.U.P.K, man. TITHES going to be reading for me, man. You know what I mean? doing many glorious works to make the Lord be on his side, to make the Lord show him favor, man. Now you can take your risk out there and wait for this cure, man. In fact, give me that scripture real quick, man. Make thy election sure. Let me get there real quick. It's 1 Peter's. Yeah, 2 Peter's 1:10. You can hope to find a cure one day. You can hope that these face masks work, man. Or you can be in the I.S.U.P.K and make sure you don't get coronavirus, man. You can hope I'm gonna wear a mask, you know, hopefully I won't get coronavirus. I'm gonna wash my hands and hopefully I won't get coronavirus. I'm gonna have faith in the government and hopefully they'll find a cure. Or you can come in the I.S.U.P.K and make sure you don't get coronavirus, man. Read that for me out.
Okay, 1 second.
Yeah, I know. Peter's a hard book to find, man. I know, man. 2 Peter's 1:10.
Yeah. Salakia. 2 Peter chapter 1, verse 10. Wherefore, the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure.
There you go, man. How do you make your what's an election? Everyone know what an election is?
Being chosen, elected.
Being chosen, yeah, man. Like, you know, with the government election being chosen. And what's Paul saying here? Paul saying, make your election sure. Meaning, you're not supposed to hope you make it to the kingdom of heaven. You're supposed to make sure, man. You're not meant to hope one day to find a cure. You're meant to make sure I don't die of coronavirus, man. You're meant to say that I'm gonna be righteous. I'm gonna keep all the laws, statutes, and commandments, man. The laws will look at me and say, I can't kill Karafi, man. How can I kill one of my greatest soldiers, man, that keeps my commandments, man? How can I kill his brother, man? He does my charge, man. He does my command. I can't kill him, man. I can't give him coronavirus. You're meant to make sure the Lord makes you live, or you can hope to find a virus cure, man. You can hope that these masks work, man. You can hope that Boris Johnson's new quarantine rules work for you, man. Or you can make sure you don't get coronavirus. You can make sure you ain't gasping for air. You can make sure that you ain't on a ventilator, man. That's what you can do. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make sure my election sure, my calling sure, man. In the I.S.U.P.K, we make sure we make it to the kingdom of heaven, man. You can go to church and wish and hope. I hope one day I make it. I pray. We make sure, man. We make sure we provoke the Most High, man. We provoke him, make it say, whoa. I see that brother putting in the work, man. I see him doing classes when, you know what I mean? I see him doing classes 3 times a week. Listen, this brother doing classes in his sleep, man. This brother got fringes on his glasses. Yo, I gotta make sure he makes it. I gotta make sure he makes it. That's what we do, man. We drive all up and down the country, missing sleep. You know, brothers driving to London, you know, falling asleep, everything tired, man, eyes red. Doing classes, 5 days a week. You know what I mean? Sabbath service in the morning, because we want to make sure, man. The Christian church, they hope, they bang and tambourine and hope and dance. And, you know, we pray and hope that these face masks work and we don't get the coronavirus. So we're the I.S.U.P.K, we make sure, man. We walk around proud, we ain't getting no coronavirus. Like people like, how do you know? Trust me, I know. No matter work I put in for my make, trust me, for my Lord, we know, man. Drop that. Anyway. Give me 2nd Ezra 16:1. Can you believe that? I'm looking for 2nd Ezra shares in the front of the book. The wickedest thing, I know it to you, though. That's the wickedest thing.
2nd Ezra, chapter 16, verse 1.
Come
What? God. Woe be unto thee, Babylon.
Carry on.
And Asia.
Oh,
woe.
Man. Wait. Stop there, man. The first line says, woe, destruction unto you, Babylon and Asia, man. Babylon and Asia. What's Babylon today? Babylon is not the place. The Bible calls America Babylon. You ever know why? You want to know why the Bible refers to America as Babylon?
America has got the Lord's people in captivity.
That's one.
Also, the slavery.
What was Tower of Babel known for?
Oh, confusion.
What was it known for though? Like, who was there at the Tower of Babel?
Nimrod.
Yeah, but remember the Lord separated what in Babylon, in the Tower of Babel? What did they do there?
Oh, he separated the people, confounded their language.
So the Lord separated the people, meaning in Babylon, who was there?
All nations.
There you go, man. I watched in America, all nations, man. You think England's multi-diverse, what's it called, multicultural? You need to go to America, man. America's a place where you see a Persian. What the hell, a Persian, man? Yo, in England, we don't even have Hispanics like that, man. We don't have Mexicans like that, man. We don't have Issacharites like that. In America, you do, man. In America, you have Serbian gangs, Russians, and Haitians. And everyone's all one big mountain pot, man. There's one place on the face of the earth where you find all nations. You won't find all nations in China. You won't find all nations in Iraq. You won't find all nations in India. In every country, they have what? Minorities. I agree with that, man. But in every country, you don't have every single nationality. In America, you have every single nationality on the face of the earth. I guarantee it, man. What the Persians? They have it all, man. They have it all, man. Armenians, the nations upon nations, man. In America, what, Italians in there as well? You got no Italians in England, man. Not to that anyway. In Babylon, you could in the book in Babylon, Daniel was in Babylon, a slave in Babylon, man. And they said, when we blow this trumpet, every man shall worship his own God, man. In America, what they have now? The freedom of religion, man. Babylon was one big mountain pot where people can do what they want. Everyone could do what they want as long as you love Babylon. You can be Muslim, Buddhist, Christian, everything. And that's America today, man. And the Lord says, woe unto Babylon, man. Destruction unto Babylon. Keep reading.
Khan. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia.
And the Lord said, woe
unto thee.
I mean, woe unto America, man. And guess what? It's like it caught. You still there, Sarpan?
Khan, another one.
Speak on, so. Shalom, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
If you hear me in the chat, give me a 1 or a Khan.
Oh, I can't get into the chat.
If you hear me in the chat, give me a 1 or a Khan, all right? Cause I'm not hearing nobody right now.
How do I get into the chat? No, I can't get into the chat.
So if you hear me, yeah? So it's all I'm not hearing you, so I can mess with the settings a bit or hit that it's 1 second up.
I can hear you.
Hit that test button real quick again. The test button.
Yeah.
Show you on.
Yeah, that's on WhatsApp.
No, so it's 1 second, Sarpan.
Go on.
All right, Sarpan, can you hear me now?
Kanaruan Khan. Khan.
Is the mic muted or something? Or
My mic is not muted.
so Sarpan, if anything, we log you out and log back in, right? I'm not sure, but we're not hearing you.
Kanaruan.
Right, because like you pick up on me. Second interest. 1601.
Second address. Second Ezra 16:1. Woe unto thee, Babylon and Asia.
And the Lord said, woe unto Babylon and Asia, man. Yo, where the coronavirus coming from? Asia? Who's number one in the death toll? Babylon, America, man. The Lord said, woe unto them, man.
That's right.
Ain't it weird that, yeah, keep reading. You back in, yeah?
Yeah.
Shalom, yeah, we hear you twab now. Shalom, how about Shem Shakta? We hear you twab now. Yeah, come here, you good. Yes, read on 1601, yeah? You could.
Kanaruan Khan. Woe unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria.
And the Lord saying, woe, destruction unto these countries, man. Egypt,
Yeah.
Babylon, Asia, all these great countries that had us enslaved at one point, man. All these great countries that thought, listen, nothing ever bad can happen to us. But the Lord said, woe unto you, destruction unto you, man. Like what Rastaman say, fire upon you, man. You know the ones there. Keep reading.
Right, Kanaruan Khan. Gird up yourselves with Salakia. Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair.
And the Lord said,
Beware your children.
Gird up yourself. To gird up yourself means to buckle your belt tight, man. Like what the white man says, you know, pull your socks up, man. Get yourself ready. You know, fasten your seatbelt, man. It's going to be a bumpy ride. The Lord said, gird up yourself and get ready, man. What's coming for these nations ain't going to be nice, man. What's coming for these nations ain't going to be great, man. Coronavirus is coming for these nations, man. They got to gird themselves up. Guess what? More is coming for these nations, man. In America, they got what? They thought coronavirus was bad enough. Now they're getting them hornets, man. They better just gird themselves up because more's coming, man. Coronavirus, now they're getting them hornets, man. The hornets don't play. Hornets like the size of a wasp. No, like 10 times the size of a normal wasp, man. Shit. You know, you can shoot one of them hornets, man. Keep reading.
Kanaruan Khan. Gird up yourselves with cloths of sack and hair. Bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand.
And the Lord said, your destruction is at hand, man. Your destruction is at hand. The Lord's starting to destroy you now, man, financially. You know, physically. He said, beware your children, man. That's what the white man's doing right now. Beware his children, man. He's crying for his old folks, man. He's crying. They turned the airport to a morgue. You can't have a funeral no more. The Lord said, beware them, man. You're going to cry, man. And that's what England's doing. They're crying because all the shops are closed. They're crying because all the old people are dead. They're crying because they can't shop no more. They can't make money. The stock market's crashed. They are crying, man. Keep reading.
Kanaruan Khan. A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back?
And the Lord said, a sword sent upon you. A sword there for killing, man. Coronavirus is made for killing, man. And who can turn it back, man? Who can stop it, man?
That's right.
Who can say, oh, yeah, I got a cure for this, man? The Lord sent AIDS on homosexuals, man. And who can cure it? No one can cure it, man. No one can cure it, man. They can have medication to try to calm it down, to try and quell it and make it not be as bad, but no one can stop it, man. No one can stop it. If you got blood pressure and heart disease from eating pork, crab, shrimp, lobster, you can't stop it, man. You put on the medication the day you die, man. The Lord said, who can stop it, man? Who can stop a sword that I send upon you, man? Keep reading.
That's right. Kanaruan Khan. A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it?
We done?
Kanaruan Khan. Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away?
And who can drive away these plagues, man? Who can drive away coronavirus, man? Because Boris Johnson, he sure can't, man. All these countries in the world, you got China, Russia, America, France, all these rich countries, man, rich, what do they call it, MEDCs, and together, all of them can't come together and make one cure, man. All of them together with all the scientists and all their great technology, all of them can't come together and make one cure, man. Because the Lord said when he makes a plague, who can drive it away, man? Who can stop it, man? What face mask can stop this? What hand sanitizer can stop this, man? What 2 meter distance rule can stop this, man? What self-isolation rule can stop this, man? What quarantine can stop this, man? None, man. When the Lord sends a plague, no one can stop it. Keep reading.
God, may any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood.
Okay, can you imagine a lion, a big ass lion is hungry, ain't eating in days? Listen, a lion who ain't hungry will eat it anyway. Imagine a hungry one, man. Ain't been eating for 3 days. Can anyone turn him away? Can anyone say, oh, lion, stop, man. Go away, man. And the lion is, oh, okay. And piss off. No, man. No man can turn away a hungry lion, man. Likewise, guess what? You can't turn away coronavirus. You can't turn away AIDS. The same way you can't turn away a hungry lion. You can't slap a lion on the wrist and say, stop that, man. It won't happen. You will get eaten. You will get killed, man. There ain't no ifs, buts, or maybes about it, man. You will die, man. Likewise, you can't stop coronavirus. You can't stop AIDS. You can't stop the Lord's plagues, man. Keep it in.
That's right. God. Or may anyone quench fire in stubble when it has begun.
So when the fire has just begun, you got stubble, all this wood and everything, and you light the fire. It's gonna spread, man. It's gonna burn all that stubble and become a great fire. Can any man stop it? Can any man just put it out? Can any man just throw a bucket of water on it and stop the fire from burning? No, man. And likewise, the same way you can't stop a fire that's burning. You know what stubble is? Stubble is like bits of wood and paper and so forth, man. You know that's called, in science they call that fuel. They said there's 3 things that fire needs to survive is what? Heat, oxygen, and fuel, man. And stubble's fuel, man. Them things keep fires burning. And likewise, you can't stop that, man. No way you're stopping that, man. You ain't stopping no fire that's burning on wood, burning on paper, burning on gas and oil. Likewise, you can't stop coronavirus. You can't stop SARS. You can't stop Ebola, man. Keep it in.
Right. Can't. When it has begun to burn, may one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer.
So can one turn away an arrow that is shot from a strong archer? Imagine a strong archer, man. You know, remember them big biceps, you know, big kind of do nothing but push-ups. He pulls that. It's coming your way, man. Can you catch that arrow? Can you turn it away? Can you blow it? And maybe it'll go the opposite way. No, you can't, man. You're gonna get shot, man. You will get shot, man. Imagine a man with a slingshot and pulls it back. Clam! You're gonna get that, man. You can't turn it away. And that's the Lord's plagues, man. The Lord's plagues are strong coming your way, man. Killing 33,000 people, man. You can't stop that. The Lord's plague is a plague that locked down the whole earth, man. Killed thousands of people in China, thousands of people in Italy, thousands of people in America, thousands of people in Brazil, thousands of people all around the globe, man. And you're not going to stop with a face mask. You're not going to stop with it. The same way you can't stop an archer, you can't stop the coronavirus with a face mask, man. You can't go to church and wish it away, man. You can't pray it away. You can't keep 2 meters away. Yep, I'm safe, man. Let me walk forward. 2 meters, I'm in the queue. You go again. Yeah. Okay, there's 4 people in Tesco. So when I.S.U.P.K comes in, and this is so safe. I'm so safe, man. Let me put gloves on. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. The same way you can't turn away a hungry lion, man. Same way you can't turn away a bullet, man. It ain't going to happen. Keep reading.
The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues.
Who sends the plagues? Who sends the plagues?
The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues.
You hear that, black man? That's the Lord you serve. That's the Lord that owns you, man. That's the Lord that have a covenant with, an agreement with. He's called the mighty Lord, man. He ain't called the all-loving Lord, man. He ain't called the soft Lord, man. He ain't called the baby cuddling nice angel Lord. He's called the mighty Lord, man. That's who he is. Captain Mashak told me this, man. I'll never forget. So the Lord is a father, man. And in the Christian church, they think the Lord's a mother. You know when you drop down and you bump your knee and your mom comes and robs you, they think that's the Lord, man. You know when you make a mistake, your mom goes, "Oh, it's okay, don't do it again, man." You know, they think that's the Lord, man. They sin and say, "Well, I'm gonna pray for forgiveness, man, and maybe He'll forgive me." Because you know what I mean. You know, no one's perfect. They treat God like He's a woman, man. When God's a father, man. Your mom now you make a mistake and she's like, "Oh, don't do that again, son. Come on, man." And your father here like that. You make a mistake, you're gonna bust your ass, man. You're gonna bring out that belt, man. He loves you, but you're gonna bring out that belt. That's who God is, man.
Right.
God ain't all loving and nice. The Bible says the mighty Lord, man. The mighty Lord, to be mighty means to be strong like a warrior, man. The mighty Lord sends plagues. The mighty Lord sends coronavirus, man. Yeah, pastor talking about because Satan, you know, the coronavirus of Satan. No, the Bible says different. The Bible says coronavirus come from the mighty Lord, man.
That's
the Bible
right.
says the bubonic and the black plague and the great plague of London come from the Most High. The Bible says SARS comes from the Most High. I just read in the Bible where it says AIDS comes from the Most High, man. I just read it in the Bible where it says diabetes and blood pressure and heart disease and AIDS and cancer and lupus comes from the Most High, man. Don't come from Satan.
That's right.
You're in the church and they don't teach you about God, man. Read it one more time.
The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues.
Keep it in.
God. And who is he that can drive them away?
Hear that, Boris? Hear that, Boris? The Lord sent coronavirus, man. So who are you thinking that you're going to beat this with a mask, man?
God.
You hear that, Matt Hancock, the head of the NHS? The Most High sent this coronavirus, man. So who are you thinking that what's it called? Ventilators. We need more ventilators. Who do you think that who do you think you are thinking that ventilators is going to solve your problem, man?
Right.
You hear that, Mr. I go to church or Mr. I believe in science? The mighty Lord sends these plagues, man. He sent coronavirus.
Right.
Who do you think you are talking about? Yeah, man. We need some more face masks. We need to get some more hand sanitizer. In fact, I'm gonna make my own hand sanitizer, man. The Lord sent this, man. I ain't saying don't wear face masks. I ain't saying get hand sanitizer, man. It's good, keep your hands clean, man. But don't think it's gonna save you. The Bible says don't tempt the Lord. So don't purposely go out there and make a man with coronavirus cough in your face thinking the Lord will save me. You will get it, man. Straight up. Don't tempt the Lord, man. But black man, listen, overall, the Lord saves you, man. The Lord saves you, man. No coronavirus, no face mask, no hand sanitizer, no ventilator. The Lord saves you, man. Drop that. Give me Jeremiah 2:28.
Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 28. But where are thy gods that thou hast made thee?
You hear that there? Start from 2:28, yeah? Give me 2:21.
221. Canada one can. Yet I had planted thee a noble vine, holy and right seed. How then art thou turned into a degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me?
So the Lord's talking about talking in poetic language. The Lord's referring us to a vineyard. If you read verse 1, the Lord said, he planted a nice vineyard, took care of it, and this vineyard became wild and wasn't kept properly and started to produce bitter grapes, bitter and sour grapes instead of nice sweet grapes. Talking about us, man. I mean, the Lord gave us his commandments, gave us his statutes, laws, and commandments, and instead of us being a good people, we became an evil people. The Lord told us don't be homosexuals, and instead of us listening to that, we became homosexuals and got AIDS, man. We became what the Bible say? A degenerate plant and a strange vine unto him. Even though he put work into it and watered us, so, put us on nice, fine soil, man. We became a wild plant, a wild vine. Keep it in.
For though thou wast washed thee with for though thou washed thee with the nitre and take thee much soap, yet thine iniquity is marked before me, says the Lord God.
And that's a baptism scripture right there, man. All the people that go to church get dunked in water. Lord said, listen, don't you dunk yourself in water, you're still a sinner, man.
That's right.
That'll make you clean, man. To be clean is when you put down them acts, man.
Right.
To be clean when you start being a homosexual, start smoking weed, man. Start smoking cigarettes, man. Give me verse 27.
Verse 27.
Come on.
Saying to a stock, thou art my father.
And anyone know what a stock is? You say to a stock, we say to a stock, you are my father. Anyone know what a stock is?
It's a piece of wood that's basically knocked out in the rainforest or forest.
A stock is a tree.
A wood.
Yeah, and you carve it out. You see a lot in the Celtics in Ireland, their culture. They're known for stocks. Or sometimes they'll carve out, even a tree sometimes have a face on it, and they'll pray to it and whatnot. You say to a tree, you're my father, man. You're my God, man. You raised me. You got me out of Egypt. That's what you say, black man, every time you bow down to a wooden cross, man, in the church. Every time you kiss the crucifix on your neck, man. Every time you got a Jesus piece on your neck, you kiss it, man. You're saying to it from jewelry that you're my father, man. Ain't nothing wrong with jewelry. Ain't nothing wrong with having jewelry around your neck. We have jewelry, man. We have the shield around our neck, man. We have rings, man. But when that ring becomes your God, when that ring becomes your good luck charm, you don't leave the house without it, man. You're doing this in front of the statue of Mary, man. That's a problem, man.
God.
You can appreciate your grandma, not a problem, man. When you bow down to the image of your grandma and make it your God, that's a problem, man. I don't think I'm talking nonsense, because people do it. I know a guy that got a picture of his grandma in his wallet, man, and he told me, nah, man, you see when I feel down, I look at the picture of my grandma, her spirit comes upon me, and I feel better, man. I believe she guides me everywhere I go, man. Now that's a problem, man. Ain't nothing wrong with memory. Your granny. Your granny was good. I know your granny cooked the best pumpkin soup back in the day. And I know, man. My granny cooked some fire pumpkin soup, man. I love my granny, man. But I don't worship my granny, man. I listen.
Right.
My granny gonna pass away one day, and yeah, her picture will be in my wallet too, man. Yeah, man, my wallet. I will remember her. That's a love granny, you know. But trust me, granny ain't gonna guide me. Granny ain't gonna protect me. I'm not gonna, roll out with granny for a good luck charm, man. Cause granny's gone, man. Keep it in.
Khan, saying to a stock, thou art my father, and to a stone, thou hast brought me forth.
Keep it in.
God. For they have turned their back unto me, and not their face.
And the Lord said every time you go to a church, every time you go to Mecca and kiss a stone, you turn your back to him, man. You think by doing these things, you're going towards the Most High. Every time you bow down to a statue of Mary, every time you bow down and put a present under a Christmas tree, you turn your back to the Most High, man. You turn your back on him, man. Keep it in.
But in the time of their trouble, they will say, arise and save us.
And that's what happened now. In our trouble, we say, oh, God, help us, man. With coronavirus, we want to pray now, we want to go to church now, we want to love the Lord now. When times are hard, say, Lord, save us, man. They're saying that blacks and ethnics die the most of coronavirus, man. Save us, man. And this is the Lord that you serve. I told you, the Lord that you serve is not a woman, man. This is what the Most are gonna say when we want to return to him after being a Muslim, when we want to return to him after being a Christian, man. Keep it in.
But where are thy gods that thou hast made thee?
So where's your gods, man? What's that? Save you from coronavirus. Go ask Allah, man. What's that coronavirus? What do you say? You can't breathe. Ventilator. Go ask Jesus, man. What? Nah, I'm gonna ask Christian, man. Where's them gods, man? Where's them gods that you're bowing down to, man? I gave him a law, statute, commandments. I brought them brothers on the streets, had classes, and all you did was mock them, man. All you did was mock them. Man. You said Allah's your God. Well, ask Allah to come save you, man. Let's see if Allah can put some breath in your lungs, man. Listen, Allah ain't got breath in his own lungs. How's he gonna put breath in your lungs? You know what I mean? What scripture? Idols don't have breath in their lungs. So how are they gonna put breath in your lungs, man? Keep it in.
God. Let them arise if they can save thee in the time of thy trouble.
Allah said, let them arise, man. Let's see if they can save you, man. Let's see if Allah got a spare ventilator for you, man. Let's see if Allah got a face mask that he can borrow you, man. Let's see if Allah got some hand sanitizer that he can save you. Last time I checked, I saw a picture of Mecca, man. It was empty. It was empty. Hajj was coming up, Hajj coming up. Everyone gathers around to go to Hajj, blah, blah, blah. Listen. Saudi Arabia cancelled all flights going to Mecca, man. You was not allowed to go to Mecca. You was not allowed to circle no stone, man. Where was Allah, man? I thought Allah would have had face mask for everybody, man. I thought it would be hand sanitizer for everybody, man. Allah was shook, man. Allah shut it down. Allah said, "No, not this year. We're gonna lock it down." If the Lord allowed the Passover was allowed to go ahead, we would have done it, man. If they allowed us to fly out and they open the center that we were gonna have it in, we would have had it regardless, man. Because we ain't scared of no coronavirus. But all these top sheikhs and imams closed down Hajj because they were scared of a coronavirus, man. Where are they? Let them go save it, man. Got 10 minutes left, so drop that. Give me Jeremiah. Once again. Yeah, give me Baruch 4:18.
Oh, Baruch. Oh, Baruch. No, that's it. Salakia, Baruch, what do you say?
4:18.
4:18. Khan of the one Khan. Baruch, chapter 4, verse 18. For he that brought these plagues upon you will deliver you from the hands of your enemies.
All right, quick question for you, who brought the plague upon us?
Yahweh.
There you go, man. And what the Bible say? He that brought his plagues upon you is the same one that's gonna deliver you, man. So
That's
should you put your trust in Boris, Matt
Nah.
Hancock, face mask, NHS service? Nah, man, you gotta put your faith in the Most High, man. Same
Right.
Lord that brought these viruses upon us is the only one that can save us, man. That's the only one that can save us, man. Drop that. Give me Jeremiah 49.
Go on. Jeremiah 49.
Khan 49 and 16, I think. 16, yeah.
Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 16. Thy terribleness have deceived thee.
Khan?
God. Thy terribleness have deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart.
And who's he talking about, man? What? Anyone ever read the book of Obadiah? Obadiah quoted this word for word. The first line of Obadiah was, what do you call it? He that dwelleth in the cleft of the rocks, thy heart have deceived thee. He's talking about Esau. Obadiah is a book that's written for Esau only, not other nations. And his Bible saying, in this same scripture, Obadiah quoted it from Jeremiah. And Obadiah is saying, listen, your heart has deceived you, man. The oppressor's heart, the oppressor thinks he's God, man. He thinks no one can take him down. He thinks no one can take him down. Guess what? God's taking him down with flu-like symptoms, man. Not no bomb, not no fire. God's crippling him just flu-like symptoms, man. And this man thinks he's so proud. He thinks he's proud. Listen, the Most High gave him AIDS, man, for being a homosexual. What was he supposed to do? Does anyone know? When the Lord gives you AIDS for being a homosexual, what are you supposed to do?
Repent.
There you go, man. You're supposed to not be a homosexual. But what did this proud bastard do, man? He made some medication that now you can have sex with HIV, man. It brings your HIV levels down. And homosexuals have sex with HIV. This man's proud, man. He is proud, man. Said, you know what I mean? Made cures for sexually transmitted diseases. When STDs are supposed to show you, listen, I gotta start having sex with these whores, man. I gotta stop being a whore, man. The man's just proud, man. He's proud. Got a thing called storm chasers, where they chase storms. When a storm is a punishment from the Most High, man. That's how proud this man is, man. This man thinks that nobody can take him down. Keep reading.
Khan. Oh, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock.
There you go. Same thing Obadiah said. Them that dwell in the cliffs of the rock. And that's the white man. That's the oppressor, man. He is the Karagra man. He's the Neanderthal man. He's the caveman. That's where he comes from, man. And he came out of the cave and turned the whole world to a cave, man. With these big buildings, turned the whole world to a mountain. What do you think skyscrapers are, man? Mountains, man. Made out of cement. Put pavement everywhere, man. Put pavement everywhere. Before that, we had modern grass and sand, man. Concrete is waterproof, man. That's why there's floods everywhere, man. Back in the day when it rained, you know what I mean? The rain would go into the dirt and soak up in the dirt. Trees are there for that reason, man. The tree roots taking water for that reason, man. Nowadays, guess what? Cement everywhere. Cement is waterproof, so when it rains, the water is lying there on top of the cement, lying there on top of the concrete. They got floods everywhere, and but that's another topic. Keep it in.
The
man turned
the hill.
It turned the whole place to a cave, man. Cave full of cement and rock, turned the whole place to a rock, man. Keep it in. Though
thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle.
There you go, and it makes the nest. What's the emblem of America? The eagle, man. What was the emblem of Germany? The eagle. France, the eagle, Rome, the eagle, man. Keep reading.
God. I will bring thee down from thence, said the Lord.
Keep reading. The Lord said, even though it's high, even though we got good military and he calls himself the eagle and the great this and God bless America and Great Britain and great this, the Lord said he's going to bring him down low, man. And like, this man's down low. He's poor now, man. Country is poor, broke. All that slave money is gone, man. Keep reading.
God. Also, Edom shall be a desolation.
What is it?
Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished.
Edom, the so-called white man, should be a desolation, man. Keep reading.
God. Edom shall be a desolation. Everyone that go by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof.
There you go, man. The Lord said he's going to send plagues upon Edom. And ain't that funny? All the countries with the highest death toll are Edomite countries, man. That's right. Ain't that funny? The Lord said he's going to send plagues upon Edom, man. Is China number one in the death toll? No. And that's where it started. How about the Arab countries? How about the Asian countries? How about the African countries? None of them are. Who's number one in these plagues, man? Edom is, man. America's what? Edomite country. And what are they? Number one, man. England is what? England's an island. It beats me how England's number two, man, in the death toll. Italy number three, man. All the top countries that's dying of COVID-19, Edomite countries, man. Why is that, man? Because someone explain to me what did the Edomite country do that no other country did? Nothing, man. What they did with the Lord against them? That's what they did, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wrap up in 2 minutes. I'm gonna get the scripture for you that shows that the Lord sends the angels real quick. All right. Give me Genesis 18:21. This really should be for scripture breakdown class, but since I'm waiting it anyway, I thought I might as well finish it.
Genesis chapter 18, verse 21. And the Lord appeared unto Abraham in the plains of Mamre, and he sat in a tent.
No, 18:21.
Salakia, 18:21.
Just to prove that the Lord. Just prove that the Lord said the angels to do his work for him. The Lord don't do it himself. This is a scripture breakdown lesson, more likely, but I covered it already, so I might as well finish it. So 18:21.
21. I will go down now and see whether they have done altogether according to the cry of it.
So I can give me verse 20.
Verse 20. And the Lord said, because that the cry of Sodom and Gomorrah, because the cry of Sodom and Gomorrah is great, and because their sin is very grievous.
So this is the Lord speaking. God speaking here. God said the Lord said, meaning God said, because Sodom and Gomorrah is so wicked, the homosexuality, men with men, women with women, because it's so grievous, disgusting, and nasty. We done?
Right. I will go down now and see whether they have done altogether according to the cry of it.
And the Lord said, I'm going to go down. The Lord said, I will go down. We just read that. The Lord said, I'm going to go down and see if it's true, man. I'm going to see if what I'm hearing about is true, man. So let's see what the Lord meant by that. Give me chapter 19 and 1.
Genesis 19 and 1. And there came two angels to Sodom at even, and Lot.
There you go. That's what the Lord meant by I'm going to go check if everything is how it seems, man. Meaning I'm going to send two angels. But the chapter above, the Lord said, I'm going to go check, man. That's what it means by I'm going to check. I'm going to send two angels, man.
Yeah.
That's what it means. So Zarpan, who killed Saddam Hussein? No, who killed Osama bin Laden?
The Most High.
No, I mean, who killed him in the flesh?
Esau.
No, I mean, who killed him? Was it not Barack Obama?
Oh, you mean president-wise? I don't know. I think Bush.
No, Bush got Saddam Hussein. All right, cool. Who killed Saddam Hussein?
I don't know, to be honest. I thought Barack.
No,
I think
Barack killed Osama bin Laden. Bush got Saddam Hussein. You get me?
Right, right. Okay.
But did Bush get Saddam Hussein himself?
La.
There you go, man. That's what the Lord means. When he goes,
Right.
I'm gonna go down, I'm gonna send somebody, man. But you look
That's
at history, they'll tell you, they say Saddam Hussein captured by George Bush, but Bush didn't get him himself.
Right.
I mean, under the orders of Bush, he was captured, man.
Okay.
Under the orders of Barack Obama, Osama bin Laden was shot in his face, man. That's what it means. He didn't do it himself. He didn't have a gun himself and go find him, man. So when the Lord said, I'm gonna go down, I'm gonna send someone to go down and check, man. That's what it means. When Boris Johnson said, you know what? When George Bush said, you know what? I'm declaring a war on terrorism, didn't mean he did it himself. When Boris Johnson says, I'm gonna stop knife crime, don't mean he's gonna go on the streets himself and pat every young man down and he's got knives on them. It means you're gonna, pass it down to the mayors, man. If you're gonna pass it down to the police, if you're gonna enforce strict laws, that's what it means. When the Lord said, I'm gonna go down, and in chapter 19, 2 angels came to Sodom and Gomorrah. That's what it means when the Lord said. So when it goes, the eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom, let's talk about the angels as well. But with that, that's the class. Again, shalom for reading for me. Trooper Tazawa Pan. That's right, Tazawa Pan. So I can keep his name wrong. Tazawa
Pan.
Tazawa Pan. So lucky, man. So forgive me, man. Don't take me to council, man. I'm working on it, man. Tazawa Pan. And that's the class. We're going to read out with the announcements and the prayers, man.
That was a powerful class. Give an officer across your hands. We are the I.S.U.P.K. Started out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding GEN.YAHANNA. Rule for a new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After the 6 months, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3:10, mean 10th in the Hebrew, Ma'ashra, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives to the Treasury Department. Priest fund, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming holy convocations is the Passover date is to be announced. All Akim and Aqua, check the bulletin boards in the hallway and check all I.S.U.P.K. social media, so Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, etc. If anyone wants to become a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black boots, shirts, pants, headbands, and scarves. And with that, I'm going to rise the face to eat and the Lord's Prayer. Abanawa, Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Malak, Taba'ah, Ratazayaka, Hayah, I.S.U.P.K, Ba'aratazah, Kawah, Hayah, Shemayim, Nafalanawa, Nakam, Cow, Yawam, Wasalaknawa, Kabawafnawa, Kasalaknawa, Kabawafinawa, Wala'ah, Dabayainawa, Wanasayawan, Awal, Hawashinawa, Wayan, Right, Kaya, Lakar, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Wahapara, I will love you. In English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debt, as we forgive our debtors, and lead us not into temptation, temptation,
but deliver us from
or
evil.
deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom,
Thine is the kingdom,
and the power,
and the power,
and the glory,
and the glory,
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it. That we're going to give the teacher one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, I'm Madim Shabbat, I'm Madim, Barak, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Barak Atah,
Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai B'Katah.
Yad Yam Batah, class dismissed.
All right, shalom, shalom.